Yeah, this was a big one for us. Obviously, you don't want to go, 1-4, especially 0-2 at home. So this was a big win, and hopefully we could keep it rolling.
How would you describe your team's play here?
Yeah, though we were consistent for most parts. I think it's been like that the last few games. We kind of dip for a little bit in the game, and they always find a way to score. But we stay with it, and we found a way.
Barring any changes, I believe you now lead the league in goals. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a long season, so I'm not going to look too much into it. It's only 5 games in, so hopefully I can just stay consistent for the boys.
Things kind of leading to the success just in terms of goals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of just not thinking about it, letting it roll, and obviously whoever I'm playing with, I feel like we have good chemistry and we've been playing well. So, and they've been going, and the puck's been finding me somehow. So it's just hopefully it keeps coming.
On that note, Zettelin and Audi on your line tonight.
Yeah.
What did you like from your guys' play here this evening?
Yeah, I thought we played good. I think Z brought an element of physicality, and then me and Mikey were pretty good defensively, so created some chances, and I thought we had a good night.
Was there any thought process in the shot from the shootout?
Yeah, I knew I was going low level the whole time. That's kind of what I've always been doing the last few years. Yeah, thankfully it worked.
A bit of a sigh of relief to get one here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a sigh of relief, but yeah, it's definitely huge. I think it's early in the season, but we wanted to get going here eventually, and especially in front of these fans, I'm sure they were getting a little fed up with us. So I'm just happy we won.
A couple long shifts in overtime where they were carrying the puck. Linus with some big saves. Maybe what did you see on the ice in those instances?
Yeah, I think Linus all game. He made a few big saves for us, especially on the PK. He made a couple big saves for us, but that's a big reason we won, and we're happy we have him.
Got the ka-ching noises last week.
Today.
How does it feel now?
No, it's a long year. Who cares about that right now? As long as we win, we're good.
Thanks, Shane.
Gritty, like it always is on a back-to-back. It's never easy, especially at the second game of the back-to-back as well. So I'm very happy that we found a way and got the win in the end, because we have been playing pretty good hockey, and today we found a way to win. That's important.
A couple instances in overtime where Seattle's carrying the puck around. I think you made 6 saves in overtime. Maybe what did you see on those specific plays in OT?
I saw everything. You guys were doing a great job of, keeping them on the outside, and there was only a few breakdowns. And I don't know if Sandy hit the post there at the end, but it's close. It's small details, and at that point it felt like we were going to win it, but unfortunately we took it to penalty shot as well. But it doesn't matter. In the end, 2 points is 2 points.
How much confidence do you get personally just from performance like today?
I think that's the 3rd time I get to ask this question after a game, but I think it's always fun winning. It's always fun playing well. It's always fun seeing how the guys are battling, making huge stops. I mean, you got to give credit to Sandy there at the PK, making I think it's 3 incredible stops. I probably just had one of them, so I'm really fortunate that he was in the right place at the right time. And then big game time, Pinto comes up and scores as well, and Timmy as well in PK, or not in PK, in penalty shots. So you're always happy when you get ahead of the other team in penalty shots as well.
What have been your impressions of how Shane Pinto's played these first few games?
Well deserved. Guy did a very good job during the summer. You can see the confidence. You can see a little bit more swagger as well. He kind of blossomed a little bit, if you want to use those analogies. And I'm really happy for him. He's doing the right job. He's doing the defensive zone work. He's doing the neutral zone. He's putting pucks deep, making good decisions all around the ice, which helps us kind of create either a stopping play or get us on the forecheck, or not just creating turnovers.
It's early in the season, but how important is it to stop that 3-game losing streak?
I mean, the most important part is to stick to the process. It's not about wins or losses, and the results, that'll take care of itself in the end. If you're playing well, there's going to become more wins in the column than there is losses. If you stay away, or if you're getting away from the game, if you're getting ahead of yourself, start trying to cheat the game's going to come bite you right back. That's how this league goes. It's a very tough league to win. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It doesn't matter if you go up 20-0 in the first 20 games and then you go out to lose 60 in a row. It's all about having a consistency, making teams fight for every single point in the end, and Every point matters. Doesn't matter if it's 1 or if it's 2. It's always better to win 2 in full time and not having to drag it over to overtime when they get 1 as well. But confidence booster all around.
When you talk about the process, did you see that at the start of the hockey game? It looked as though your team in the first period played a very organized game.
Yeah, and it's something that we trying to get back to as well and finding our ways and some new personnel, some new faces, and you're trying to find a rhythm in itself, and it's always it always sucks losing a guy like Chucky as well. That brings a lot of energy and force forward and backwards, and so the way that we play today is definitely a step in the right direction. And I felt that way right through the third period as well. That we're playing a good game. We are going to get it, and obviously there were some mistakes, but that's bound to happen. It's a game of hockey. Small mistake can cost you, and that's why I'm happy today that I was able to save those, and then I get some help when I couldn't.
What do you say about your team's play here tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty game. It was a pretty gritty game, but we stuck with it the whole way, and we found a way to win. And on a back-to-back, that's a big win for us.
What did you see just on that goal in the third period?
Yeah, just tried to put it on net. Drake made a nice little play, and at that time of the game, you're just trying to put it on net, and it found its way in. So I'll take it.
Considering how far out you were you surprised that it went in?
A little bit, but you put the puck on net and good things happen sometimes. So just got to keep putting it towards the net and getting guys around there. And I'll take that for sure.
How much will a win like that help confidence?
Yeah, that was a big win for us. Obviously we were on that 3-game skid there, and we were playing good hockey at times, but not for a full 60. So for us to come home here on a back-to-back and grind one out like that, that's really big for our confidence going forward.
What's it like for you guys to see a guy like Shane Pinto have this kind of early season success?
Oh, he's such a great guy, and we're all just so happy for him right now. He's playing awesome hockey. He's an unbelievable player, and he plays the game the right way, and he's getting rewarded for it. So I know everyone in this group is really happy for him right now.
I thought we played pretty well. That's a good hockey team over there. Really liked the first half of our game, liked the first period. Second period, I thought we turned over a couple pucks in the neutral zone that they gained a little momentum on. Third period, I thought, they might have had a little more energy than us. But I thought that, we hung in there, we battled, we scratched, we clawed to find a way. It was a good character win.
Stick to the process kind of
Yeah.
victory, do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about consistency in our game, managing our game, doing a lot of little things that add up to winning, and doing it for 60 minutes. And for the most part, we weren't perfect, that's for sure, but we found a way to find a win.
Pinto's. What can a win like that give you confidence?
Yeah, I think it should give you confidence. I don't think we lack confidence. We've played 5 games. Whether you're 5-0 or 0-5, I don't think teams aren't hitting the panic button, but it definitely was a nice win to get. But it should give us a little confidence and belief, and as much as you want your team to be perfect to start the year. There's still, you're not quite game sharp at the beginning of the year, I find.
Did you feel something different on the bench when Ullmark made those saves in the last minutes of the period in OT2?
Yeah, I think that's when your desperation, you see players that are raising their compete level, raising their desperation. I thought Linus was huge in the third period. Everyone raises their game, or you hope they can raise their game when the heat's on, and everyone does it in a different way. For a goalie, it's finding ways to stop the puck when maybe you don't, and the good goalies in the league, they make big saves when it matters, and he did tonight.
Shane Pinto scores a goal, scores in the shootout, wins the game. A lot of his teammates obviously are really happy for him with his start. What's it been like for you watching him
play as well as he has the first 5 games of the season?
Yeah, it's he's one of those guys that when we talked about our team improving, that you'd hope that he'd come back and be a better player than he was last year. He's still, we're not sure where he ends up as a player. I think there's lots of our guys that you can say the same thing about. Happy for him. I haven't talked to him a whole lot, to be honest, the first 5 games, and for a reason. And but he's definitely playing well.
He's shown so much on the defensive side, particularly last year.
Yeah.
What have you made of what he's provided offensively? As of now, I believe he leads the league in goals.
Yeah, I mean, is it surprising? I don't know if he's going to score 95 goals, but not really. He's got a good shot. And it shows you when you play good on both sides of the puck, and good things happen. And his details are sharp. He's got a quick release. He works hard, and that's kind of how we want to play.
How important is it just on that to have a guy like him to step up in terms of producing goals without the chuck? Like, how important is it for that?
Yeah, it's you want guys to step up. It's not easy. It's not easy to score in the league, and he's had a bit of a hot hand here lately, and hopefully he keeps it up.
Talk to him if he's on the heater. Is that kind of?
Nah, I just it's only so many hours in the day. Pitt's game is pretty sharp. I'm not saying I don't talk to him. I talk to him, but I'm not breaking down his game too much right now. He knows his game. He's a smart guy, and he's playing well.
Out of the TV timeout with about 5 minutes to play, did you talk strategy at all, or what was the mindset?
No, not really. Just a big part of today was sticking with our game for 60 minutes. Rinse and repeat. You just don't all of a sudden try harder to score because you're down a goal. It doesn't really work that way. Usually it works against you. And we juggled the lines a little bit down the stretch. But our guys, I got to give them credit. They stuck with it.